Alright guys, hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, Pridewind just updated their information on the 1.1 patch overview. We have a ton of new details, so we're just going to be checking those out today so you know what to expect for the next patch. Consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel if you're new, because it really helps out the channel and would really appreciate it. Okay, so you can view this page as information if you wish to. I'll leave a link to this down description. Okay, so this is the page here. I'll leave the link to this down description below if you wish to check this out. But yeah, this is all the information for the new patch, and I'm very, very excited for this because we have a lot of cool stuff coming to the game that's really going to make this game a lot more fun. A couple things first. Just keep in mind this is based off the CN information for the server, so when the CN version had this event, that's the information we got, and this person here, Lyriel, has translated it all for us and made it all information, so big thanks to Lyriel, who obviously I'm assuming is a volunteer for Pridewind. And keep in mind it will be updated when the global server goes live if there are any information changes, but for the most part this is going to be relatively accurate. So the first event is going to be the Theft of the Remnant Cup. I'm very excited for this because this gives us a shitload of really, really good resources and rewards. I'm really keen for it. Okay, so after version update on the November the 9th of 2023 to December the 4th, 2023. So this is going to go for pretty much almost a full month. It's about like 25 days, roughly-ish. Yeah, that's the duration of the event. The event shop exchange time will be from then until a few days afterwards. So even after the event ends, it will have a few extra days to better finish redeeming your rewards. So, a bit of a description. So during the event, you can experience the Theft of the Remnant Cup event story, which there is a story for, the event stages to get clear drops, and puppy coins, which is the currency for the shop, which can be used to exchange for 6-star Psycube Luxurious Leisure, among many other rewards. This event is inspired by the Theft of the Juliet Remnant Trophy, which is a real-life event incident that happened in 1996 prior to the FIFA World Cup in England. The thief was never caught, and a few days later was not a new real-life event, a real thing that happened. The cup was found by Dog and Pickles, blah blah blah. Anyways, point is, this is a really, really cool thing they do in this game. They base a lot of their events off like real life things that happened, which I think is actually kind of dope. Alright, and the unlock conditions is you have to clear main story chapter 1. Very easy to do, most you'll be able to do that pretty easily. Okay, so first things first, there's the event story. So there's all these stages here. Obviously they recommend all of their different levels here. So the highest one is going to be inside level 2 at level 20, and these are all the difficulty levels and the stamina required. They also tell you recommended unit types. So this event is definitely going to favor more beast and plant overall. And of course you get all the rewards here as well, which has a bunch of clear drops, bunch of puppy coins, and some other things. In addition to that, there are also, I believe, 3 different difficulty levels. There's the story, surprise, and arduous difficulties. These are going to give you various amounts of rewards. As you can see here, the rewards all kind of change based off what difficulty you do. And the player can claim a total of 1,320 clear drops, which is almost a temple, which is actually really, really good. In addition to that, there's also Crisis Mode. Crisis Mode is, how to explain this? It's essentially the story mode where you don't have to do it. There's no like extra puppy coin rewards or grind kind of stuff. But it's just like a really, really fun challenge mode that is just more difficult version of the story. You will, however, get 60 clear drops for each one of these you clear. So attempt them if you can, but if you're not, you can't. Don't worry about it too much. Although it will add up a little bit. So there'll be, so from completing all of these, based off what they said, it should be 840 clear drops from doing these crisis mode stages. So if you can complete the base ones and the crisis mode, you're going to be looking at a full temple and a bit more, which is really, really good. Alrighty, let's go over the event shop. Now this is going to be a very big one. This is what you're going to be spending most of your time in the event doing, and what I suggest, we've been getting Stanima, the little candy Stanima things in the mail, the refreshers. Make sure you're holding onto these because you're going to need these a lot for the event. If you want to fully max it out, I reckon, because there's going to be a lot of stamina you're going to require for this. If you haven't been saving them, don't worry about it too much. You might not be able to clear all of it, but if you want to do a few stamina refreshes here and there, then feel free to do so with your actual clear drops. Alrighty, let's go into this. So the event or souvenir shop is where players can exchange puppy coins for assorted rewards. Awesome. Now, basically that's what this is. I'm not going to read over all this, but essentially you're going to require to get everything 67,635 puppy coins, and if you want the wilderness things as well, the total you're going to need is 80,535. So if you don't want these 3 wilderness things, you're not going to need all of this. I believe there's more things than that, because that doesn't add up quite. Anyways, regardless, so you're going to be needing a lot of coins to do, so you're going to need a lot of stamina to farm this. It's going to take 3,392 activity total, which is your stamina basically. And then 4,252 if the wilderness pieces are included, so it's a lot of stamina. For reference, we get 180 a day. Actually, that's not correct, because, okay, so 284... I actually don't know what the stamina cap is in the game, because I don't know at what point you stop gaining stamina increases. Might be 185, I'm not sure. It's going to require a lot of stamina, that's the point. This is the shop screen here. Obviously, some of the information's in Chinese because it's the Chinese version. But the main thing you're going to want to pick up here is going to be this Psi Cube here. That is the #1 priority. And then obviously pulls and then important resources. And then you can grab what you need from here. This is going to be a really, really good opportunity to grab resources. And if this is how these events are going to be going forward, these are going to be really, really good ways to pick up tons of resources. For example, these coins, which we use for leveling as leveling material, you get 6,000 per one you buy, and there's 80 of them. To put that in perspective, that's 480,000 total for getting these. That is massive. To put that in perspective, that's about 2 to 4 days worth of grinding just the stage to get that amount of currency from that. So you're essentially getting 2 to 4 days worth of grinding for just if you are only grinding that currency in one day, or just like not one day, in one like shop kind of thing, which is really, really good. I don't think I need to explain how good that is. But yeah, these shops are going to be giving you a fuckload of resources overall. So yeah, highest priority is going to be the 6-star leisure cube, and then the leisure cube, the Psi Cube, luxurious leisure, and then high tier materials are going to be the next priority. And then you want to pick up just like everything here. If you need a priority guide for materials, just come onto the website. Yet again, link in the description is below, and you can check all this information yourself. And then we also get a bunch of side content, and there's some really, really cool things here. We get a lot of smaller events. So basically, there's this event here which runs from the 9th to the 23rd. So it's like 2 and a bit weeks. Actually, no, exactly 2 weeks basically. And you clear TRCO-5, and it's basically just a little side story of just a side story. I'm not going to spoil things too much. Actually, I kind of know what's kind of happens in this because I've seen CN gameplay before, but yeah. Anyways, so 240 clear drops, 40,000 dust, and 24,000 Shapodi, and a bunch of other resources. Really, really good event if you want to do that. I believe this is just like a story clearing event. After that, you get Bio of the Great Thief, which will be available after completion of main chapter story 1, and goes for the same duration. So this is going to be like a little bit of a mini game kind of one, I believe, and you get 180 clear drops, 40,000 dust, 40,000 Shapodi, and a bunch of other resources. Then we get a third one, which is the puppy and the hippie, which I think is kind of interesting. So same thing, main story chapter 1, and this goes from the 23rd to the 7th. So this one here happens after these this first initial 2 kind of ones. And then you get a bunch of rewards for doing that, and then this one doesn't have rewards. Okay, interesting. We'll have to see what this is going to be. But this one has a different chapter clear amount. Okay, now, this is the most important thing. Well, not necessarily. This is the thing I'm looking forward to the most in this patch. This right here is a second endgame game mode, which I think this game just sorely needed. The problem I was having with this game is once you kind of hit the point where you're done with all the story, you're done with most of your resource grinding, you're just kind of grinding characters resources per day, and then you're doing the MOC equivalent, Spiral Abyss equivalent game mode that's in this game. And it's like you just kind of get to a point where you can't grind that game mode anymore, so you just kind of sit there like, all right, spend stamina, done for the day. The game desperately needed more like side game modes because we had no events running at the time. We have that mini event, but that can be done in like literally like 2 minutes per day. So it's nice to get another side challenge game mode, and I hope they continue to add these in the future, because having the combination of like grinding, your daily grinding for resources, and then like the current MOC, equivalent, I'm not going to bother saying that because I can't pronounce, like symbolism something, and then having second in-game game modes, and then also having multiple events running at the same time. That's how I envision this game being really fun to play. Just having lots of different things you can do when you log in every day. This will not be available immediately, but the event duration will be from the 23rd to the 7th. So you need to clear main story chapter 3, and the UTC challenge is a brand new game mode, and the second endgame game mode. It's a seasonal challenge with rules, enemies, gimmicks, and changing duration. There are a total of 20 regular stages chapters, plus 10 special week stages for those who are looking for extra challenge. By clearing each chapter, the player unlocks a card slots. Each card farming stages and cards that can be exchanged at the shop. Basically, it's just a little card exchange. You're going to get these like special kind of cards. Fem cards in 4 different rarities rarities from lower to higher grade, blue, yellow, gold, and green, blue, yellow, and gold. Each character in the team can equip up to 2 cards. One of those slots are equipped for progression. The cards offer special passives that can be combined in a multitude of strategies and classified in 5 categories: ultimate bonus, incantation bonus, burst damage, action bonus, and comprehensive bonus. Aside from these, there is a special category of cards for Vertin. Only one of the cards can be equipped at a time. Basically, it's just going to be like normal kind of combat stages, but with a bunch of really special cards that you can incorporate into your kit. And in addition to that, there's a bunch of resources you can get from things. This is a free skin. We get some other things, and we get some crafting resources and stuff, which is awesome. In addition to that, there's also going to be some new banners this patch, obviously. So I'm going to be making guides on which ones of these you should be potentially pulling for, depending on what you've got on your account very soon. I'll maybe making videos on those. But essentially, there's 3 new characters we're getting. I believe Sweetheart is also potentially new. Actually, maybe not. Anyways, we're getting Melena. I don't really know how to pronounce that properly. And we're getting Pickles. These are the 2 new characters, and we're also getting Diggers, which is also a new 4-star character. In addition to that, we're also getting 2 new skins added to the game. There's going to be one for Regulus and one for, what's her name? Centurion. So these are going to be 2 new skins you can pick up. These are both going to be paid skins, very likely. However, this one will be a free skin, which is a free skin by Mr. Apple. And last but not least, there's going to be a new Wilderness pack. This is going to be like this city kind of theme park kind of styled one, and I'm very keen for it. And these will be purchasable with puppy coins through the... Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video. That's pretty much it. We're going to be going over more of these things in detail when they come out. I'll do videos of each of the individual events. We'll do videos on basically everything that's here, the new challenge game mode, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Leave a like, subscribe to channels if you're new, and I'll see you guys for another video another time. Bye, guys.
After all, Elio didn't put it in the script. Why would it matter?
Bon